Falls Count Anywhere reviews World of Hurt Wrestling, first indie show, this time on Falls Count Anywhere.
All right, folks, we're back with another episode of Falls Count Anywhere. It is about...
Where are we?
This isn't the studio.
We've downgraded a bit.
It's about 11:30, almost midnight on Friday night. We just got out of a fantastic indie wrestling show, World of Hurt Wrestling in Rutland, Vermont. Let me tell you, there was some fine specimens representing Rutland there in the crowd. It's quite the sight to see. But I don't know, what'd you think of the show overall? I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, I thought it was very good, especially considering a whopping $25 for front row. I'd say there were about maybe 100 to 120, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Stacked out at. Listen, I love indie wrestling. Indie wrestling's the best. They really, I mean, these are the people that they're doing it for free or almost free. Basically merch sales. I mean, these are truly people that are really just in it for the love. They're really putting their heart and soul into it. Mm-hmm. There's no burnouts. There's no phoning it in. There's no not doing your best. You know, it's just really nice to really be able to see the passion up close and personal. I mean, obviously, performances varied. There were some very good performances. Yeah. Steve Macklin was there for the main event, which is what really kind of pushed me over the edge. That really stuck out. Obviously, we got to see Dink the Clown, which is kind of a check the box kind of a thing.
Yeah. Didn't know that was on my bucket list.
Hey, until you could check it off. But it was really great to see the passion, the interaction with the crowd, the communication back and forth, the sound of the ring being right in front of you. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like indie wrestling.
I mean, it was definitely not what I was expecting when we walked in. Like, I was thinking there'd be like a kind of a gymnasium setup with the bleachers and everything, but this was
like NXT. You'd seen NXT.
Right.
Yeah.
And literally, it's just the ring in the middle of this arena, the type of arena where they judge cows in the county fair.
I think it's like an ice rink.
Is it really?
Yeah, they had like a depressed area in the center where I think they set the ice in, and it's like an ice rink in the winter.
Well, regardless, it was just the ring, one full row of chairs going around the ring, and then a couple more rows maybe here and there. It couldn't have gotten more indie.
Yeah, it was about as indie as indie. And you saw some pictures. I mean, I have to say, the hardest working guy there has got to be Mikey Cheese.
The Gouda guy.
The Gouda guy.
Yeah, he was hustling all night long.
He was working the crowd the entire time. I saw a zillion T-shirts. Yep. He was doing the work, and it really showed. He got over really great. He got to do a set or a bit with Dink, which was pretty cool. Got to come in as the face, and
he went over on B.A. Tatum. That was the only other name of the show that I heard.
Yeah,
throughout the night.
Tatum. Yeah, B.A. Tatum, the Street Fighter.
Yep. The last Street Fighter.
The last Street Fighter. Yeah. But it was good. The match was pretty decent. The start was kind of wobbly, but we got a chance to meet Mikey Cheese, and it was great. I mean, he was working really hard. And again, it's really cool to see that hustle. You know, the main event was obviously great. Steve Macklin goes over Victor Vaco, and then literally races over to his merchandise table, which you would think a guy that holds the Impact World Championship recently had some real barn burners in there with PCO. I mean, on television, was in WWE, but he still is out there working it, doing what you got to do. I suspect perhaps the show went a little long because perhaps Mr. Macklin got delayed.
It was supposed to go from 7:30 to 9:30, but I mean, the show started at like 7:45, and we left there after 10.
Yeah, I kind of got the impression that they heard Mr. Macklin was going to be a little late, so they stretched the match. You know, I noticed that after the intermission, not only was the intermission long, but there was a lot of like slow entrances and a lot of drama before the match actually begins and stuff. So I think that's just life on the fly, working the indie circuit. But
it was 7 or 8 matches total.
Oh, we forgot Big Trouble.
Oh yeah, Big Trouble. Yep,
Big Trouble. Ben Bishop was there. 7-foot-ish tall. He's got an interesting, you can really see, like, just watching online and seeing in the shows, his gimmick is kind of like taking form. I heard him calling out his opponent several times, saying that he's 6'12" and all this other stuff. So you can kind of like see the character forming with him, which is kind of fun. Tomorrow they're going to be up in Burlington.
That's the whole point of indie wrestling. See the stars before they're stars.
Who knows? I mean, you never know. One day one of these guys could be a star very well.
Absolutely.
You just never know. So it's cool to say you were there.
And we chatted. You mentioned Mikey Cheese. We chatted with him for a few minutes. Hopefully we might be able to chat with him formally on a future episode. We'll see.
That would be cool. He seemed open to it.
Yeah, that was nice.
They're going to be up in Burlington tomorrow, and I know they're around. So if you're in the Vermont, northeastern New York, northern Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, definitely worth. I think you had like a 2-hour drive, and we had a 1-hour drive, 1+ hour drive to get there. I think it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm totally going to be trying to get out and see them again the next time.
This is my first official indie show live, so.
And
it was definitely an experience.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it shows that, again, it's all about the passion they're putting it out there. So
we saw a new world champion crown, too, and then just
right.
as he got the pin, the fans in the back somewhere started a real freaking fight, and the cops got called. So
it's so indie. I love it.
Indie wrestling, man.
It's so indie. In and out of the ring. Never a dull moment. So yeah, I mean, it was a really great show. I'm really glad that we got to go to it.
Yes.
Hopefully we get to go, the t-shirts. Obviously, we had some questions about the t-shirts and stuff. So hopefully we can get the Wrestling with the Business name out there a little bit more and spread the word. And yeah, definitely check them out, though. If you haven't had a chance, check them out. So
yep, definitely. So some business coming up, obviously. Falls Count Anywhere, that's what we're doing right now. We got a new episode next week dropping where we're just having a little fun with some finishers, naming some wrestlers and their finishers. So that'll be a little fun we have next week. I will not be on the main show this week, though. It's my birthday, and I'm spending time with the missus, so have fun with me.
We're going to have to find somebody to keep Dan and I separated throughout the entirety of the show, and maybe Steve will step in and take his ref shirt off and
yeah, see how he does on Ring the Bell this week.
Help Ringmaster keep us apart. Yeah, we don't want Wrestling with the Business turning into Ring the Bell, so
exactly.
We're going to need someone to keep us separated. So hopefully he can step in. But please keep watching, keep checking it out. There's more exciting things to come. We're really excited about it, so stay tuned. You keep watching, and we'll keep wrestling with the business.
Support indie wrestling.